Hello everybody, welcome back to another part of Let's Play Tyranny. Don't know how well you can see me, probably not very well, but it's a good day, so I don't want to play without any light from outside. Yeah, let's continue. I haven't played a couple of weeks now, I think. It is bad, but let's continue. Travel to Tunon's court in the Bastard City. Tunon awaits your return to his court in the Bastard City. Yeah. And what's this? Scarlet Horus. I'm not doing that bad, right? What's this? Visage? I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Of Terror. Foe AoE vs Wheel. So I assume this is fire, no, field of effect, or is it 4? Area of effect versus wheel. Okay, so 4 is actually a word, it's not acronym. 4 area of effect versus wheel. Rooted and terrified affliction for 6.4 seconds. Okay, so that hurts the enemy. 5 meters, 180 degree cone. Immobilize and terrify enemies within the cone. This sounds good actually. No extra info, okay. And Wrath. Scarlet Skin. 3rd defense against bleeding and burn attack. Passive. Oh, is this... Okay, I have a passive. Merciless. How did I not see this? Merciless. Effects: 5% hit precision on targets below 35% health. Gain a bonus hit precision on targets that have low health, yeah. So this is also passive defense. And this is active, right? Yeah. 50 to 67% raw damage. Ooh. Alright, what about this favored? Don't have much favor for some reason. And Undying Fate Binder, 1 per encounter. Sealed it for 40 damage for 30 seconds. That sounds good. And this is passive. Passive? Really? And Severe Acid Bond. Oh, Sever Acid Bond. Immunity to acid ages. Sever the bond between Graven Ass and any disfavored in the target area, preventing them from receiving the benefits of Ass's ages. And what about Vengeance Guard? Favored nothing. And Wrath. Passive. Unnerving Presence. 4 AoE. Minus 6 accuracy for 3 seconds. Passive, okay. Sounds good. Nearby enemies receive penalty accuracy, yeah. And Drain Strength. This is... well, I assume it is active. Cooldown 45%. Versus magic. Mostly. Another. Companion Lantry. Oh, I actually have bonuses with them? Alright. Wheel of Ages. 1 per rest. The Fate Binder and Lantry work together to create a slowing aura around a party member. Foes within range of the aura are slowed. When party members move inside the aura, they will have their hostile effects suspended. That sounds good. Fate... Fate? Fear. Steal energy, yeah, don't care, don't use it. Barrack, he's afraid of me, good. Powerful attack that traps nearby enemies in twisted spires of rock, petrifying them for a short time. Okay. Let's see, verse. Loyalty and fear. Fury's Rage. Project intense flames towards verse, which the sea catches on her blades and spins into an aura of wrathing flames around her. Nearby foes take burn damage from the flames while they last. And Death from Above. 1 per rest. Launch version into the air, allowing her to unleash a series of well-aimed arrows in the target from above. Each of these arrows strikes true and has armor penetration. That sounds fantastic. That's what was his name? In the second or third Lord of the Rings film, the elf Legolas, I think, his name, and he did something like this. What was the first film? Oh, perhaps all three. I don't know. I don't remember. Ebb, Lord and Fear. This is the one we left behind, right? Well, I think. Yes, this is the yeah. Yeah, without hesitation, yeah. Terratus Embrace. Ebb and the party are lifted into the sky. Ebb then radiates moonlight, healing allies and harming enemies. Wow, that sounds cool. Although, of course, at the same time I won't be able to attack, right? At least not melee. Fear, Heart of the Storm. Participant unavailable. Probably means he's not part of the party right now. Ebb imbues the Fatebinder's weapon with the ability to channel lightning through it. While the effect remains, the Fatebinder's attack will evoke a powerful electrical explosion. That sounds super cool. That sounds like I can't believe I forget it. From Star Wars. Lightsaber. Yeah. Forgot lightsaber. Am I recording this? Yes, okay. Siren, Archon of Song, with the power to control the mind and emotion of thousands with her voice. Siren was captured by Kairos' army as a young girl. Yeah, I remember her. Why? She has loyalty towards me. You chose to keep the cultist recruited by Syrian soldiers, emphasizing her effectiveness. And I might get this. Song of Benediction. Briefly suppress the power Syrian's headdress has over her. Syrian quickly rises into the air and unleashes a single note before the power of the crystal returns. Her magic clears all negative effects on nearby allies, and briefly protects them from similar effects. Ability details available when Syrian is active in the party. Okay. Archon, Tunon, alright. She's slightly in favor of me. Tunon was pleased by your orderly, fair ways. That's nice. So basically, she is the servant of Kairos, and here's my boss, basically. Graven Ass. Archon of War and leader of Kairos' ironbound legions of disfavor. They don't like me. She doesn't like me. Wow. And the voice of Nerat. Kind of likes me, but not exactly my best friend either. Alright. Let's see, do we have anything here? What's this? Fatebinder's shield. I think I changed everything last time. What's this? What is this? Tenderizer. That's a fantastic name. 15 to 20 crass. 100. Ooh. Recovery +1. Armor penetration 4. Oh, this sounds good. Wait, what about this one? This is a bronze dagger. I don't know about accuracy, perhaps it is 100%? No, it's -12 accuracy, so it is 0. Basically the base one. Base level. So shall I get it or not? Here, the Tenderizer has greater DPS against parry. I don't know. Let's check. Weapon skills. One-handed weapon 64. That's my most powerful. Kind of suck, well. Okay, let's use it for the first one instead of the what's this? Imperial Iron Falcata or Falsata. 11, so it's better slash, higher base, better DPS, worse accuracy, worse recovery, but better armor penetration. Okay. Quality fine and quality fine. Okay, so if I'd use this one, wait. Okay, can you please just pick? Okay, alright. Oh wait, is this the one? Triforce Bronze? No, it's not. Alright. So offensive, 88, 79, 2.8. This is the recovery time and the accuracy, so you lose accuracy and recovery time, but the damage is much better. And if we get this, a tenderizer, this is overall better than the Falcata. What's this? Power 400. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go that. Party stats. Have many things to sell. Yeah. Alright. Let's continue. Save. Don't remember. What's this? Reputation ability. You have gained enough reputation to unlock a new ability. Open the reputation UI by pressing R to see the new ability available for your character. Most factions have abilities your character can acquire as you build a reputation with them. In order to acquire these abilities, you must build enough favor or wrath with the faction. Reputation abilities are only granted to your character, not to other party members. So I have to actively... No. I don't see a way to activate it. I assume I don't have to do anything. Dismissed companions. Yeah, for Ebb. Once a character has been dismissed from the party, they will return to either their war camp or the spire if you have unlocked it. I have. Spire. You have acquired your first spire. This spire will be your home base as you adventure through the lands of Kairos Tears. Your spire gives you a free location to rest and recover from your travels. Okay, that should be... gives you a free location to rest and recover from your travels. Yeah. As you acquire more spires, you'll discover additional functionality. Click on the spire icon to open your home base interface or press H or H. We call it, well, in Wales many people call it H, so the H is not silent at all. And I call it that way sometimes because of that. Anyway, power. Ending Kairos Edict on Vengeance Well filled you with a great deal of power. This will undoubtedly prove useful as you travel through the tiers. You should investigate the origins of this power and find ways to acquire more. A new bar on your character sheet displays your current level of power. Press C to open your character sheet and view your current level of power. Yeah, but it doesn't say what exactly is the power useful for. Or for what it is useful. Companion combos improved. The power you gained by ending Kairos Edict on Vengeance Well can be channeled into your combo abilities with your companions. All of your combos have grown more powerful as a result. Perhaps you'll discover additional ways to make use of this power as you adventure through the tiers. Huh. Okay. Let's have a discussion.
At least in theory, I'm supposed to be observing history and not getting myself wrapped into it. All the same, this is the thrill of a lifetime. Rarely does one stand so close to monumental moments in the making. For the moment, the Scarlet Chorus could be considered an ally. Let us hope the Archon of Secrets continues to find you entertaining enough to remain friends. The Disfavored, on the other hand, will be a certain threat. The Civil War has removed Ash's pretense to play well with others.
Yeah, I do wonder if we're gonna fight them. A lot. Or not. Probably a lot. Come on.
So, I must ask, are you planning on taking sides in the Civil War? Or do you have other plans?
He has a tone of a traitor. Of course, let's not forget, he's not really one of us. I'll hand with the Skull Horus. Okay. For so long as it suits my purposes, I'll work with the Scarlet Chorus. I have my own little corner on the tiers now. My plans are entirely my own. I'm a servant of the Archon of Justice. That much has not changed. And that is my character, how I'm gonna play him. So that is my answer.
Dutifully spoken. It is Tunon's duty to arbitrate matters between the Archons, so this rift between Ash and Nerat certainly falls under his jurisdiction. And here you are, thrust in the middle of the dispute. No doubt the mighty adjudicator will be relying heavily on you to get to the truth of the matter.
Good.
Whatever you do next, consider that many eyes will be upon you, for you have both delivered and taken away the Overlord's edicts, and few will know how to make sense of the latter. You are an exception the Archons cannot afford to ignore. They will likely aim to control or destroy you.
Yeah. 3 options. Noted. Now let's get going. Have you heard of edicts being broken before? Have a moment? Let's talk further. No, I'll go with 1. Right. Let's talk to this asshole. I don't trust him at all. Bark stares at you through his narrow eyes. Excuse me. I had an orange juice like an hour ago, but looks I'm still digesting it. Bark stares at you through his narrow eyelids, saying nothing at all. The only evidence that he still lives in is the steam of heavy I can't say it. Of this one that escaped the cracks of his helm. Are you okay in there, Barek? He continues to stare, unmoving. Though you can't see his face, you get the impression that his mood has darkened even further. The stench that his armor exudes, kind of, has intensified. Poke him. Ooh, Barek grabs your extended finger before you even get close. At first, you think he's going to snap your hand in half. But he releases it with a heavy sigh.
You betrayed Graven Ash, the Legion, and our northern countrymen. As far as I'm concerned, you are a traitor to this campaign.
Barek leans in close. This one. Looking ready to throttle you. Gain Maids of Fear. 4 options. The voices of Nerat made a better case. Accept it. It was my right as Tunon's Fatebinder to choose a side. Punch Bark in the gut. Gain average fear. Stand down, soldier. Well, it's complicated. It is complicated. I think I'll go number... I'm between number 4, 3, 2 or 1. Stand down, soldier. Something in your tone, well, definitely not this tone, causes Barik to reflexively straighten his posture and stand at attention. He gradually eases his stance and looks down at his palms, horrified by his automatic response.
Let us be clear on one point. You have my blade, but my heart belongs to Ash and the North. I am a weapon bound to you only by duty. Nothing more.
Duty. Okay. It's fair enough. Don't trust you, but fair enough.
So, the Scarlet Chorus and Disfavored are at each other's throats. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but the Archons might have waited until one war was over before they started another.
Completely agree with you. The war doesn't interest me.
Funny sentiment, considering you're in the center of it. Not that I'm judging. I'll say this much. Our time together is anything but dull. My blades are yours for as long as you'll have me.
I'll have you. Noted, I have questions for you.
What do you need?
Are you a spy for the voice of Nerad? Tell me something about yourself, tell me about your time. What are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think of those who defy Kairos authority? I like this one. The Tearsmen can either fight or submit to Kairos peace, and only one of those options captures my interest. I suppose I appreciate when they go down fighting. If they did otherwise, I will need to find another excuse to flay them. They need to understand whether we unify the Tears under a shared banner or at the bottom of a mass grave makes little difference to you, me or Kairos. Okay. Actually, I want to ask that.
Fatebinder. Always a pleasure.
Vert sizes you up with open curiosity. When her assessment is done, she laughs to herself, shaking her head. Yeah, I know this.
What do you need?
Are you a spy? Vert regards you with an unreadable expression. Her mismatched eyes look at each of yours in turn. I mean, does it even matter? You have to decide for yourself whether or not I'm worth trusting. Is keeping me along worth the risk that I'll spill the occasional word about what you ate for breakfast? The voice of Nerad is the Archon of secrets, not the Archon of honesty or fair dealings. If you don't assume that everyone already reports to him, you're not being careful enough. I agree. Alright. Whoa, what is that?
Fatebinder. Always a pleasure. What do you need?
To Barik and Verse, have either of you noticed that you fight particularly well together?
The thought has crossed my mind from time to time. During the many battles of the Conquest, we found ourselves standing back to back with enemies on all sides on more than one occasion.
The big guy here is as useless as an empty scabbard without his phalanx to keep him alive, but I move fast enough to compensate for it. And it's nice having a living wall of rusted iron I can use for cover.
How do you think this is possible? I would suggest that our fighting styles complement each other, but they do not. I would suggest that we get along, but we do not. We don't even finish each other's
I like this.
Sentences. Okay, that was strange. Did you hear that? The next time I catch a whiff of Barrick's meaning, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I'm not sure if this was intended as a joke or not, and in what way. But let's continue. I want you to train together. Well, that could be useful. If they gain an ability they can use together. Although there is the risk of... since Barik doesn't like me at all, he may convince her. On the other hand, they are from opposite camps, so that's unlikely, I think. On the other hand, if they train together, he might eventually become more friendly towards me. And by that I mean faithful.
Absolutely not. Our fighting styles are incompatible, and any disfavored lieutenant will tell you not to join at the hip soldiers who can't stomach each other.
I'm inclined to agree. If you want to pair up fighters, there has to be some great passion or magnetism between them. We don't have it.
I don't want you two to fuck. I want you to fight. I could command you to train together. If neither of you is up to the challenge, then I won't force the matter. That's nice. Why won't you give it a shot? We can discuss this again later. No, let's try this one. Number 2. It's kind of obvious, but let's try it.
A valiant attempt, but I'm not as easily swayed by your courtly tongue.
Neither am I. At least, not in this context.
Okay, I'll leave it for now. I don't want to force them right now. Okay. Chat log in combat log minimap. Where's the world map? Ooh, that's nice. So I'm over here. I'm supposed to. Can I move them? Oh yes, I can. It's nice. What's this? Sentinel stand. Alright, well, I'm not going that way anyway. I'm going towards Sunset Spire. Lethian's Crossing. Built in the shadow of an old wall's junction in the realm of Haven. Lethian's Crossing is a growing trading settlement. The nearby rivers are rich in iron ore, though the locals lack the technology to smelt and forge the element. Smelt or smell? Oh, smelt. Smelt. In the years following Kai's conquest of the Tears, the population of Lethian's Crossing swelled with refugees fleeing the destruction of their homelands. The presence of the forge-bound mining the iron, along with their guards, makes this makeshift settlement a vital resource for Kairos armies. In the year 429, as governor on Lethian's Crossing in Kairos' name, you grant control of the settlement to the Scarlet Horus. Okay, can I go there? I think I have to use this one. Okay. Oh no, I have to go to Bastard City. Why did I say Sunset? Yeah, Bastard City is the focus. It will take you 2 days, 12 hours to complete your journey from Mountain Spire to Tunon's Court. Cancel. What information do you have here? When the Bastard City fell to Kairos' armies, Tunon the Adjudicator, Icon of Justice, claimed the palace for his own. Now Tunon's Court serves as the center of law and governance for the Tears. Yes. Dun 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 dun. That was terrible. Hold shift to issue multiple commands to a party member. They will execute their commands in the order you issued them. Yeah, I'm not that good. Report to Tunon. So this is the actual palace. What are these people? Nobles. Officers. Okay. Well, my job is to report to Tunon, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I see the two. Yeah, Albetronas, Keveus, Aurora, Mocking Blaze, Bitter Quip, Blood Molds. Fatebinder Rogalus, Fatebinder Nunoval, Fatebinder Kallio, and Tunon. checking his stats. 48, 67, 70, 46, attack. Yeah, okay. What about him? Out of curiosity. Yeah, he'll probably kill me if I attack him. So let's not do that.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army, but your conduct falls short of my expectations. The court finds your accounts of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, fouled with baseless accusation.
The shadows beneath Tunon's cloak darken and flare around him. Murmurs of unease erupt in the court. Listen. Albertronas, disfavored. Your Honor, I have relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine why my version conflicts with his. She makes a dismissive gesture to the Scarlet Horus representative. On my honor and on that of the great general, I would sooner snap my sword than perjure myself before you, Archon. And now the Scarlet Horus officer. Blood moults. Oh, so you imply that falsehood comes easier to my lips than yours. You are a fool if you believe the Archon of Justice won't see through your lies because the disfavored think themselves better than an honest gang.
Silence! The contradictions in your statements will be examined, and falsities threshed from truths. If we find you have perjured yourselves, Bled and Mark will see to your fate.
Bled and Mark. Bled and Mark is Kairos' knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to Tunon the Adjudicator, serving in his capacity as the final word to those who hold Kairos' law in contempt. Few know the origin of the Archon of Shadows or how... Okay.
Fatebinder.
Yeah?
We will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray. By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival. Tell us what transpired.
First of all, I don't like his tone. Alright, 3 options. 1. The Archons could not agree on who should lead the siege, and descended into accusations of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. 2. The Archons have been of different minds since the start of this war. This sounds like an accusation towards the higher leadership. I'm not going to use this one, even though it is true. 3. Lie. You must be mistaken. I wasn't present. First of all, I wouldn't lie no matter what. Well, not no matter what, but I wouldn't lie. So I'm going to use the first one, which is true. Albertronas. The disfavored were more deserving of the honor. Our tactics and training outmatched the Vendrian Guard at every turn. Blood molts. I hope this is his name. What bothered us? The disfavored couldn't tip over a straw hat if they had a week to strategize. A howling mob was better equipped to overwhelm the Vendrian Guard. Our recruits were ready to throw themselves at the enemy. If only us and his legion would agree to a plan.
The Fatebinder presents testimony. I warn you both against speaking out of turn. Something more than a mere disagreement unraveled this campaign. But I will return to that in time. Let us speak of Ascension Hall. From all accounts, it would seem you were instrumental in its capture, or so the petitioner of the Scarlet Chorus testifies. The disfavored commander has a dimmer view of the matter. Lend me your perspective.
2 options. 1. I joined with the Scarlet Horse. We took the Citadel with an unstoppable advance. 2. Lie. I took the Citadel with my own strength, employing the Scarlet Horse as a distraction. Well, that's not a lie, that's closer to the truth than the first one. But since the game gives me this as a lie option, I'm gonna go with number 1.
The edict meant certain doom if the siege failed. So why, when your survival depended on it, did you join your strength to the Scarlet Chorus and not the elite disfavored?
2 options. 1. Petty squabbles clouded Graven Ass's judgment. He was too mired in assaulting the voices to conquer the Citadel properly. 2. The voice of Nerat was willing to win the Citadel at any cost. As valued his army more than his duty to Kairos. Ooh, I'm not going to make them my friends, am I? Both are correct, although not the whole truth. So the question is, which one? Both of them are basically attacking Graven Ass. So which is closer to the truth? I mean, both of them are true. But where number 2 perhaps makes Graven Ass look a little bit better, I think number 1 is actually closer to the truth. At least to the facts. For a long while, the adjudicator hovers in silence, shadows trailing from below his robes.
I will consider this testimony at length. The court thanks you for it. Is there anything you wish to add at this time?
I have told you all that I know.
Your testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me to wonder. A shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error. One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, I would advise starting there.
Alright.
Petitioners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder. Ascend and join me. You will find the way opened.
Speak with Tunon privately. Oh. That's nice. It's like a theater.
This civil war, this feud, is an insult to Kairos' peace. It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers.
Tunon regards you in thoughtful silence. Well, I do agree. 2 options. I agree, Your Honor. Say nothing. Well, no, I agree. I'll say that one.
Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus.
Okay.
Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the tiers.
That sounds a bit weird. You're charged with observing the icons, that's fine, and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the tiers. Well, if that is true, and not just a coincidence or a side effect, right? Alright, 4 options. I'll make this my mission, Your Honor. What if I find them both blameless? Gain average wrath. Could they both be guilty? And remain silent. Okay, this is very interesting. I mean, I agree that if they are both guilty, they should pay. But what if they are both blameless? Deep down, I mean. Very deep down. I mean, I'm loyal to him, but I'm mostly loyal to Kairos. That's what matters most. Okay. I cannot remain silent because he gave me a specific order. Can I accept it? Not exactly. Well, still yes, I guess. Could they both be guilty? Yeah, let's ask this one. Let's see if he favors one of them.
It's possible, but the momentum of the conquest up to this point suggests otherwise. The failure at Vendrian's Well implies a coordinated will behind the chaos.
Interesting.
As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name, but you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. Suffer not such obstructions of justice. They say the voices of Nerat holds you in higher regard than most. Use this alliance to enter his confidence. It seems unlikely the Archon of Secrets is more honest with friends than with rivals, but to his friends, he has been known to divulge much. The disfavored will likely be less cooperative with your investigation. They will no doubt assume Graven Ash's honor is beyond reproach, which is all the more reason to scrutinize the Archon of War closely. And if the ironclad forces discourage your inquiry, I charge you to make them talk. Speak their language of battle if you must.
Alright. Feel like Judge Dredd a bit. Alright. 3 options. I shall speak with the Archon of Secrets. The chorus seems like a source of lies. Why bother? Extract information from disfavor sounds like a worthy challenge. Actually, I'll go first with the Archon of Secrets. Might be easier way of getting some information.
Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel. The Scarlet Chorus leader in Plainsgate is set on taking the disfavored's holdings with lethal force. Rumors of aggressive chorus posturing are commonplace, but if you are in the Stone Sea, it would be wise to investigate.
Stone Sea. The Stone Sea is the name given to what remains of the land of Azure after Kairos' Edict of Stone devastated the landscape.
The Oathbreakers were reported to be using iron armaments, more than they might acquire from looting what few disfavored they killed. Any iron in the tiers not rusted through was made by forge-bound hands in Lethian's Crossing. Between craftsman and quartermaster, someone let iron fall into enemy hands. Investigate this matter and bring the thieves to justice.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that first.
There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic.
Though it's impossible to gauge from his expression, Tunon seems more worried than usual. What concerns the court, Your Honor?
In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire.
True.
Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
Tunon hovers in observance, awaiting a response. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 options. Am I recording? Yes. Am I still recording? 1. I was only doing my job, Your Honor. I'm in a privileged position to accomplish incredible deeds. Just another day in the life of a Fatebinder. I like this one, but no, I'm not going to say it. So 1 or 2, I was only doing my job, Your Honor. I'm privileged position to accomplish incredible deeds. I don't completely trust Tunon or anyone, so I'm gonna go with 2. I'm in a privileged position to accomplish incredible deeds.
It pleases me that you grasp your role, as long as you temper it with a sense of duty.
Always.
Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest potential. You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title.
Foreshadowing?
If your killing spree in the bastard city is any indication, you are no stranger to spreading infamy already.
Tunon nods in approval.
Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again.
3 options. Understood. I'll be known as a champion of justice. I look forward to chaining chaos to my will. Great deeds will define me. No, I like the first one first. I'll be known as champion of justice.
Good. It falls to us to set a new standard for these southern barbarians. You are dismissed. Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tiers in Kairos' name.
Tunon raps his gavel against the floor, the singular note resounding throughout the hall. Wow, that was quite fun. Alright, I'm gonna talk to the no, not him. Actually, I'm not going to talk to anyone. Don't see the point. I have a job to do. I'm not going to spend it talking to anyone. Or am I? Bladed Mark. Welcome back, kid. Amusing as it could have been to watch the edict drop, I guess I'm glad you lived. Bladed Mark, Archon of Shadows, rouses from a faraway stare, tending to face you with a wry smile. Though he stands still, he seems to sift in and out of the shadows that shroud him. Sighted to the Scarlet Horse, huh? You like secrets and trickery. No, I don't. The Archon gives you a long stare, punctuated at the end with a short sneer. Okay. 5 options. I don't need morals to win a war. Time was of the essence, but Ass was slow to act. I sided with the Archon that could ensure my survival. What is it to you, Archon of the Elderly? Why attack him? No reason. Glare silently? Tend to leave. Here to lecture me? If so, I have somewhere else to be. Well, 2 is true. I'll go with 4. Glare silently. Ah, silence. The first recourse when you've got something to hide. I imagine you're off to meet with the voices for, well, whatever it is he has in mind. But first you and I need to have a little chat. Glare silently. Everyone's keeping an eye on you because you did something nobody has done before. Got a guess as to what that might be? 8 options. 1. I'm the first Fatebinder to engage in war against an ally soldiers. I'm the first Fatebinder to proclaim 2 edicts. That is actually true. I'm the first to resolve an edict before its consequences came to pass. I'm the first Fatebinder to awaken a spire of the old walls. I'm the first person to take an evasive stance against your rhetorical questions. Let me guess, I'm the first Fatebinder Kairos has decided to promote to some position of authority. Glare silently. Can you just tell me? What? You don't want to know what makes you so important, kid? Actually, I don't. Kairos has issued a lot of edicts over the centuries, and so far as I know it, the Overlord always picks an agent to proclaim the words and complete the casting of the edict. Proclaiming an edict isn't new, neither is surviving or resolving the commandments of an edict. But you are the first to proclaim and resolve the very same edict, and it didn't kill you. In one fell swoop, you survived your second edict, resolved the very one you had proclaimed, and woke an arcane structure that has slept for several centuries. 4 options. Why should I care about any of this? So, why are you telling me this? Did I do something wrong? Glare silently. And now I go on your short list of people who stand out as potential problems. This might make me look more of a problem if I choose this, to his eyes. Glare silently might make him think I'm an idiot. Or not. I prefer to be thought as a need to be thought. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you are in now and that you have put yourself on the map. When you are dealing with voices, don't forget that he'll be doing anything he can to figure out what makes you different and how he can use it for his own gain. Thanks for the advice. Glare silently. Wait, there's still so much I want to ask you until the next. I'll go with the first one. Thanks for the advice. The Archon of Shadows shrugs to you in farewell, but his golden eyes are alight with interest as he watches you.
Right.
Exactly. Alright, and I'm gonna stop here, guys. Quite a long episode. Not much fighting, but very, very cool story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching again, and more next time. Bye bye.